Welcome back to another week of foal watching. As I said, I didn't think we were going to have a kiddo over the weekend, and we didn't. So no kids to report from that end. Now, granted, I also did say I thought we were going to have a bit of a break, because I thought we were going to. I did. I lied to everybody. In my defense, they kind of lied to me a little bit. This mare, who's carrying a Jack Christopher, has a little bit of wax now. Now, in all honesty, I had actually said, I think it was on TikTok, in all honesty, that her booty, I thought her booty was pretty dang relaxed earlier. So see, I'll say she's pretty jiggly. She's been like that for a couple days. And she got a little bit of wax on one side and also a tiny little bit on that side too, but not really easy to see. Day shift is pretty convinced she's gonna go tonight. In all honesty, I don't know if she was necessarily uncomfortable during the day or what, but yeah, she's such a sweetheart. She just wants cuddles and love. She goes, just love me. Just come and love me. I will. I'll come give you love. So yeah, she's probably our best bet for the night. There's actually a pretty good chance. I completely forgot that it was a full moon tonight, plus, what else is happening? Rain is coming at midnight. So she has a lot of solid reasons weather-wise that will encourage her to have a kiddo. Granted, she's pretty relaxed, vibing, easy right now, but she's got wax. She's relaxed behind. So yeah, I guess, I don't want to say she's our best bet for the night if anyone else wants to do something, because obviously weather is going to be a thing. Her buddy is a curlin. Do you also have wax? You do. You did not have wax when I checked you 30 minutes ago. Freaking asshole. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but no, you're not going to be able to. Even there, but it's on that one right there. She's also pretty relaxed, jiggly booty behind. Not as much. All the dogs went running. I wonder if my food is here. So she's been upgraded. Is my food here or no? I don't see anybody. Anyway, so I guess those two are now our best bets. I legitimately, when I stopped and walked and saw her at the same time as when you all, it was, she did not have it 30 minutes ago. Anyone else besides those two? I don't really think so. About to say, she's still grumpy, so that means she's not anywhere close. I know this mare has been kind of on and off uncomfortable for a lot of us. I don't know per se why, but she has been. What are you doing? Are you laying down taking a nap, or are you uncomfortable? This is the mare I mentioned in last week's video. She was acting a little gas colicky, and so she stressed me out. And she's been fine, been completely fine. Of course, as soon as I get here, she lays down, and now she makes me paranoid. Granted, she lays down and sleeps a lot anyway, so I think I'm just extra paranoid because she was uncomfortable the other day. I'll check on her in a moment and see. Is anyone else gonna do anything though? Because if she is actually sleeping, I don't want to. I'll feel so bad. No, I think that is about it. I thought we were gonna have a whole bunch of new faces to say hello to either today or sometime this week, because we have a whole bunch of empty stalls right now. Those two are empty, these two are empty, and then there's a whole bunch more down there because they've been moving all the older kids out to the bottom barn. And so I was like, oh, they're gonna bring in the mares from that back, or start bringing in the mares from the backfield. We haven't done that yet. That's a day shift conversation. It's not my problem. So anyway, guess we're gonna wait to see if these two lovely ladies are gonna do anything. It's supposed to rain, and there's a full moon, so I'm sure someone will do something. In the meantime, I'm gonna braid their tails, get them all ready just in case, and then hopefully by then my dinner will have arrived and I can eat before they decide to pop. Well, despite the rain and the full moon, these two ladies ended up not doing anything. of any interest whatsoever. They were actually really quiet the entirety of the night. Everybody was, actually. So I guess we're gonna wait until till tomorrow. Oh my god, this is the kiddo that had the wraps on the 2 legs. And look, we're free. No more wraps. We have normal legs again. But yeah, this is kind of the only mare who's done a little bit of something something. She's just kind of been stretching, per se. I'll say I've been tempted to have the vet stick an arm in her because she's been kind of doing that on and off for a couple days. And she's never done that in any pregnancy beforehand. So she's kind of stressing me out a smidge. Anyway, hopefully there's nothing any interest in that. But I guess we're going to wait and see what tomorrow brings. It is now Tuesday. Well, it's night technically for a lot of us, but the sun is out. So when we left off yesterday, we had this Curlin and the Jack Christopher both had wax. Both are nice and relaxed behind. However, they were both really quiet. Nothing of really any interest to report there. They have both reportedly been quiet outside, comfortable. They still got wax, still just vibing. I do have another one now that also started to finally wax up. This is the Constitution. She's the one that's kind of been on and off shifty, and I was like, get the vet to check her because she's stressing me out. Like, she's not doing anything that's like, oh, I'm in labor. It's more of just I'm uncomfortable because baby's making me uncomfortable. And it's just, I was just like, check her. It's like, I don't know what she's doing. She's stressing me out. But that being said, she finally now has wax. You can't really see it from here, but she was also kind of dripping milk at a point in time. So that does make me feel a lot better now that the rest of her body's kind of catching up to what she's been telling me. So I am hoping that means that she's on the right path. And one of these 3 should, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I expect them for sure sometime this week. Anyway, I have a lot of new faces to say hello to. We brought in a whole lot of new mares. I think that we have a few more we have to bring in. But mostly this is kind of the last of the group. That being said, I do think they're going to take a while and drag it out. Because, like, I mean, this one's not even due. What the heck? That sounded like a dog, and it was a cat. Like, this one's not even due until mid-May, but we just didn't want to leave her outside alone. Anyway, this mare is carrying a golden pal. This was a very, very lovely race mare. But she's carrying a knot this time. This is her first baby. This is one of my personal mares. This is Miss Brown. She's carrying a Maximus Mischief. You've already met the Golden Sense. Let's see, who have we not met? They're like all scattered around because they just plucked all the babies here and there. This mare is carrying a Warfront. I know, you're still here. He's like, yeah, I'm too little to move just yet. I know. But I was like, this mare has not been thrilled that she has a new neighbor whatsoever. Her neighbor is carrying an Uncle Mo. This lady is carrying a Nyquist. You've met her. That's the Munnings and the Gunrunner, the Into Mischief. This mare is carrying a Nix Go. And then my other personal mare, so these 2 are my last personal babies that I'll have this year. She is carrying a gift box. So we are finally kind of seeing, I say finally seeing the end of the way. I feel like this foaling season has gone by really fast. Normally, oh goodness, that's the mare carrying the Warfront. She always takes an extra 2 days to settle in compared to everyone else. But I just feel like it's been going by a lot faster than normal, and I'm not quite sure why. The only thing I can think of is because it's like there has not been a single week where I haven't had a baby, and I think that might just be honestly the only reason, because there have definitely been times where like we foaled this many before, and just the way it's spaced out or whatever, like I'll have a week where I don't have a baby, or even have 2 weeks, and then we get slammed, you know. So I don't know, it just feels like this year has been going by a lot faster than normal. Now, granted, I say this, and the mare who's carrying the Golden Pal and the mare who's carrying the Uncle Mo, both of those are not due until like mid-May. So if they go past their due date, they have every chance of going end of May, early June. So there's still a good chance that we still got, it's only March something, end of March. So we still have a while to go. It just, I guess because our barn is bigger this year, and I'm constantly popping out children left and right compared to like them being staggered. I don't know. It feels like we're going so much faster. Anyway, let's, I guess, buckle in and see if these three decide to do anything. If not, I've got plenty to keep myself entertained with. And it will give us a chance to let some of these newer ladies settle in. Like I said, this war front, for whatever reason, she always takes like an extra day or two to kind of settle in. But besides, I think she's really the only one. Everyone else settles in pretty well. She just takes that extra day, which is fine. Hopefully, she's not due for a hot minute, so she's got plenty of time to settle in and just relax. This very well might just be the laziest creature we have had so far this year. We ended up having a little, well, not really little. He's pretty decent sized. But we had a curling colt. Let me tell you, I was a little bit kind of like questioning whether or not he was going to be a dummy foal. So dummy foals exist because typically there is a lack of oxygen at some time during the birthing process. And they tend to be like a little slower, a little dumb. So, like, they won't have a sucking reflex, or they have issues either laying down or standing up. Or they just have issues, right? They're not doing normal baby things. And he was kind of, like, borderline about it. Like, he had a sucking reflex, but he was he would just lay there. And, I'm like, do I need to make a phone call to the vet? Like, are we going to take a field trip? Like, what are we going to do? No, he's just lazy. He can get up, he can nurse, he can do all the things he's supposed to. He just takes 5 business days to get it done. He's like, do not judge me. He also has absolutely mastered the side eye. Are you going to let me get close to your kid? She's kind of fed up with me at this stage. Ugh. Yeah. You just itch the foot. You're going to itch the foot, the only little bit of white you have. Oh, someone's here. Oh, it's the garbage truck. But yeah. Anyway, despite the fact he's lazy, he is fine. Like, he can get up, he can nurse, he can do all the things he's supposed to. He is healthy. He's just a colt. Colts, I will say, colts tend to be a little bit more on the lazier side compared to a filly. I almost hardly ever have issues with, like, getting a filly to do anything. They're always pretty willing. Colts, sometimes you do have to, like, hold their hand through the whole existence process. And they just, yeah, I am smack talking you because you absolutely were, like, miserable looking. Like, we were wondering, did we have to go to the vet again? And I really didn't want to. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Look at that eye. He's just so fed up with life. Anyway, thank you for meeting me. Yes, you and your weird little feet. Thank you for the little handshake. He's like, I hate you so much. But see, he's just so chill. Like, just lazy, chill, zero shits given. I do swear, he is healthy. He's just lazy. Very just is gonna be like, those like quiet little pony geldings that y'all have? The little, just throw a kid on him and it'll go around in a circle with its head low, just quiet. That's him. That will be him. He's like, oh, yeah. Anyway, are you still going at this? She's like, yes. Way to fall. Anyway, the Jack Christopher is still holding on. She's been really quiet. She's been completely content. She's got wax. She's not been uncomfortable. She's just vibing. This Constitution, on the other hand, she's been on and off uncomfortable. There'll be times throughout the night where she's completely content and vibing. She'll lay down, take a nap, or eat, or whatever, and then she'll start up again. I do notice that Baby is very active, and honestly, that might be her biggest issue, is Baby is just squirming, dancing, and grooving, and she's just sick of it and wants it out. So, obviously, we're gonna still wait for her, still wait for the Jack Christopher. There's proof that he can get up and do the things he's supposed to on his own, and I'm not lying. Isn't that right? I'm trying not to get Mother's pee. Isn't that right? He's like, I have no clue what you're talking about. Yeah. No, and now we're gonna investigate everything. He's just lazy. Colts, man. Colts drive me up a wall sometimes. Anyway, how many times am I gonna say anyway today? Apparently way too much. My brain is like flatlining right now. She's ready for bed. It's cold. I'm tired. I'm ready for my nightly bagel. Yeah, no, that works. Anyway, I guess we will wait until, what is tomorrow? Oh, what is today? Today is now Wednesday morning. That's what it is. Anyway, we'll Wednesday night. That's when. Anyway, it is now Wednesday evening. Our best bet for the evening is going to be Jack Christopher and Constitution. They both they were dripping milk a little bit earlier, but they've both stopped. They've both been really quiet so far. So, like, honestly, I feel like tonight is the best chance for the Jack Christopher. She's been kind of very steadily progressing. And, are you having fun? She's like, I'm having a blast. She's just been very steady with her progression. So essentially, if the math is mathing, she should go tonight-ish. But she's been very quiet, calm, relaxed. But the Constitution, who's been the one that's been shifty, and I did request, I was like, can we stick an arm in her and see what she's doing? They did do that. And they said everything's where it's supposed to be. Like, Baby is very active. They, like, when you stick your arm in, like, you can feel Baby, right? And so they, like, poked Baby, and Baby was like, boom, 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 boom. Like, how dare you touch me? So they did say Baby was very active. So that might just be why she's been so annoyed. But, that being said, tonight's the quietest she's been for me, like, in the last several days. Where she's been constantly on and off. They said today, this afternoon, she was outside just taking a good old nap, and I was like, good, maybe that like settled her down or something, because she's been really quiet inside tonight so far. So because she's also been so quiet tonight, I'm wondering if she also might fall, because now everything's relaxed and she's no longer uncomfortable. I don't know. Anyway, so I guess, did I? Yes, I did. Anyway, we also have a new face to say hello to. It's a little dark. I waited till I finished my dinner before I did this, and then I got distracted. But this lovely lady is also carrying a Constitution. I am proud of her owner. Big stretch. Oh, look at the droopy lip. Her owner always kind of freaks out a little bit. He jumps the gun. And he always sends his mares a little bit too early, in my opinion. Because he'll be like, oh my god, it's like she has boobs. And I'm like, all right, send them in. And then I get him in, and I'm like, what boob? I was like, there's nothing here. This is the first time he sent me something that like actually has boob. I'm like, look. This is what you should be sending me from now on, not the imaginary titty committee. Anyway, so tonight our best bet's gonna be, well, the gray Constitution, not the new one, and the Jack Christopher. But they're all currently pretty chill right now. So if they decide to go, I have a feeling it's gonna be closer to like 3 a.m. So, which sucks because it's gonna be cold. Anyway, let's see what happens. It is now Thursday evening. Yes, it's Thursday. Honestly, they keep saying, Day Shift's been like super adamant that the Jack Christopher is like, she's gonna fold today. She's gonna fold today. I'm like, cool. Where is it? Last night was the first night where I really thought that at a point in time, like, I think she's actually gonna fold. And then she didn't end up folding. Made me look like a liar. That being said, today they switched gears and they were more worried about the Constitution. They called and they're like, we're afraid to leave to go home. We're like, why? They're like, the Constitution has been walking, and so we're afraid to leave. And we said, okay, we'll be there. So we came out. She laid down, took a nap. No, that was it. She's been minorly uncomfortable since then, but she laid down to a good solid nap, snored the whole 9 yards. I was like, pregnancy. That being said, I was here, like, I left here at like 6:50, right? I checked everybody, left to go get my stuff, came back. And when I was gone for that small period of time, because I got back at 7:02, we had the conversation about dinner. And they were like, we're going to go get dinner. We'll bring you dinner. We don't think anyone's going to do anything because everyone's been really quiet. Right? Right. Well, the Jack Christopher has started getting uncomfortable. But it's been one of those things where it's like, I know if I call them, then she's not going to fold. But if I don't call them and have them sit through dinner, then she'll fold. So, mind tricks are being played over here. Was she just waiting for me to be alone? Or does she think I'm calling people? I guess we're going to find out and see. Anyway, I guess we're going to see what these two ladies are going to do. I do have a new face to say hello to. I do think that this is going to be my final new face that we have to say hello to. I don't think we're expecting anything else for foaling. I have no information about this mare. Well, I have like a little, like, basic, but I have no clue, like, who she is, what she does, blah, 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 blah. But this lovely mare is carrying a Vacoma. Yes. So, I think she's the last new face we have, unless someone decides to surprise us with anything else, which can definitely happen. It's happened before. So, I guess we're going to see if these two ladies finally decide to go. Or if, I guess they were just, if so, I wonder if they're going to wait for my backup to get back from dinner. Or if they're going to try and sneak it in before they're finished. Let's knock out a hello before I go do another one. I gotta clean that one's stall first. We have a Jack Christopher filly. Yes, you did so good. She's just such a sweet mare. Obviously she's vibing down right now. She's got a lot of leg for... Yes, I know. Jack Christopher himself isn't necessarily like a really big thing. Boy, you better get out of the stall. Out. All the way out. All the way out. Thank you. But she's got a lot of leg. So I'm guessing that you just throw something with leg. Because your last one had a lot of leg too. Isn't that right? Yeah. You look kind of a lot like your sister. You kind of look like your sister. She's like, do I? Yes, you do. Chestnut, leggy, and a bit of chrome. And then your mother over here is a plain bay. Yeah. Oh, goodness. You just got some snot on me, ma'am. Look at you. You're not too entertained about life right now. No? Okay. I get it. I don't blame you. Not at all. Little mouth. Look at the little mouth. She's like, don't touch me. How dare you? Obviously, she has 0 cares given at this stage. Very chill child. You're just gonna vibe. Awesome, that's fine. I have more hellos to give. Well, okay, we know why you were so uncomfortable. I do not blame you one bit. This kiddo, the moment she figured out how to stand up, has not stopped running in circles. Like, she is just go, go, go. Isn't that right? You gonna zoom to prove my point? She's like, I'm still trying to figure out the legs. Oh, we found the boob. Anyway, the girls decided to fight back. They said we had too many colts. And we now have a Constitution filly. Yeah. She's like, thank God it's out. I know. You two were driving me up a wall. No offense. I was ready for y'all to escape. Oh, don't escape the stall. Just escape your mother. Yeah, she's very zoomy. Zoomy, zoomy, zoomy. And before anyone asks, Mom conked her head on the door at one point during the night. I was literally sitting, well, there was straw bales out. I was sitting right there. And I heard her do it, and I was like, really? Like, I was like, ah. But yeah, she's fine. She just skinned her head. She's been like a walking freaking the Band-Aid commercial, because she also nicked the front of her pastern, and we've been, taking care of that too. And then she reopened it sometime tonight, and I've had to retake it. She's just a hazard. I don't know what she's been getting into. Oh my gosh. He's like, I don't want to eat. I just want to play. I have a feeling you're going to be gray. Yeah, that would make sense. I think all of your siblings have been gray so far. Yeah. Actually, fun fact, this mare was a pretty solid race mare back in her day. Her first foal ended up having a little bit of a wonky head and neck situation. So its head and neck, instead of being straight, the head was like tilted constantly. And so they were kind of worried that we're like, we don't think she's gonna be a racehorse. She has a tilted head. That filly's already a stakes horse, so obviously the head tilt never really bugged her. They said that she definitely, like, when you ride her, you kind of have to keep a little bit more tension to her inside rein so that she doesn't drift a little bit. But like, she's obviously just completely fine. I mean, you can't be a stakes horse if it bugs you. So, hopefully we got some more shoes to fill. Yes, I know. Bless your heart. You were so ready for this child to be out and about. She's like, yes, I was. Anyway, now that we finally got those two knocked... I'm not talking to you, ma'am. Now we finally got those two ladies out of the way. Oh, my cat has zoomies. I don't think we're going to have another kiddo this week. If we do, it'll be between, I'm assuming, maybe this other Constitution, one of the gun runners down there, and the Munnings. None of them have wax, but they have pretty full bags. So, like, it wouldn't be, like, a surprise if they decided to go. If, like, wax up maybe tomorrow or tonight, and then foal over the weekend. I hope someone foals for my poor weekend night watchman. I'm so sorry for all. Bless their heart. Oh, goodness. Was baby kicking and grooving? You can see her little point where baby's vibing. She's one, I think. I wouldn't be overly surprised if she decides to go this week. But yeah, I'm honestly really glad we finally knocked out that Constitution. She'd been stressing me out. I'm not joking when I said I had the vet check her twice, because I was really just like, I feel like I'm just being paranoid, but I'm just like, she's so uncomfortable and I feel so bad. But now that her baby is out and about and is already doing laps around the stall at not even an hour old, it totally makes sense to why she was so uncomfortable. I don't really blame her. Anyway, I guess we'll see what that final night has in store for us. Potentially nothing, potentially something. If it's going to be quiet, I'm going to see if I can finally sneak in some terminology videos that have been freaking on the wait list to be done. I keep saying I was going to do it on like a slow week, but we just haven't really had one. So hopefully I can knock some of that out here soon. It is technically Saturday morning at this stage. Nothing of too much interest really happened. This gun runner down here was like a hair uncomfortable, but it was more the uncomfortable of like, oh, baby kicked me. Oh, baby has the hiccups. Things of that nature. I don't actually know if her kid had the hiccups. It's just, you know what I mean. Regular uncomfortable pregnancy stuff. That being said, she now does have like the world's tiniest bit of wax. And I say tiniest because I literally mean it to the point of like, I could be delusional and it really might not be there. It actually, same thing goes for this other gun runner. She also, again, could be imagining things. I'm probably not. Also has like the world's tiniest bit of wax. That being said, I don't think she will foal anytime too soon. The other gun runner, I could definitely see. So if we're gonna have a baby over the weekend, I think it will be the first gun runner. Maybe, what are you again? I don't remember. I've lost track. This Constitution. She's also a potential. But really at this stage, right now, I don't see anybody who I'm like, tonight's the night, or in a few days is the night. It's a lot of just, they're getting there. They're chugging along, getting close, but not quite ready yet. So yeah, I think it was pretty boring tonight. Well, boring in a loose sense. I did have one of these kiddos. I came in at 7, per normal. And I looked at this baby. I was like, does your tummy ache? Do you have a tummy ache? And she was like, yeah, my tummy hurts. And I was like, okay, give me a second. So I started her on some oral medication. And the vet was actually already on the way. And so I was like, hey, do you mind peeking at this kid while you're here? As like a just in case. And he was like, sure. Yeah. And honestly, as soon as the oral medication kicked in, she was feeling a lot better. She was running around, bucking. I'm like, yeah, you feel better now. But we went ahead and put her on a few extra stuff as a precaution. So really, that was the most exciting thing, which is not really exciting because stinky butts do not smell good at all. And that's actually what I'm doing. I'm shaking up her stuff. But yeah, so I'm feeling if we have a baby this weekend, it might be the first gun runner I was talking about. I really don't think we're going to, though, but I wouldn't be surprised. Someone asked about the updated filly colt count. I need to sit down and figure that out because I honestly don't know. I know colts are definitely winning. Not quite sure by how much. But obviously we had the 2 fillies this week, which finally kind of caught us back up a little bit just a hair, but I do still think the colts are winning. I typically actually sit down and figure out the colt filly count toward the end of the year, just because I don't know, I just feel like it's so much easier. It honestly, every time I do it, it still takes me like 10 times of counting to make sure I did it right. But yeah, that's all I got for the week. Hopefully I'm gonna go home, take a quick nap, and be awake in time to watch all the fun racing over in Dubai. It's always fun to watch all their stuff. But yeah, hopefully we have a kiddo to say hello to from the weekend. But I have a feeling it's not gonna happen, but wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I guess we will see you all next week and hopefully have more kiddos to say hello to.